Hold on tight, because this one got messy very quickly. The streets are speaking, the timeline is burning, and supporters are frantically trying to determine what actually transpired between the rappers who became devoted to Papoose.
Claressa
Shields, the boxing champion, and Remy Ma, the Bronx's own queen. What began as an unexpected recovery, the love tale just took an incredible turn. Additionally, sources close to the circumstances indicate that Papoose has declared a formal separation from Claressa and is making an effort to crawl back to Remy. Yes, you heard correctly. A dot. Only a few months after going public with Shields' Claressa. After the explosion, the apparent disagreement with Remy Ma BACK removing photos, packing his luggage, and even sending lengthy texts late at night too. I should never have given up, says Remy, is on us. Additionally, sis, she may not be responding, but she's observing. A dot. Fans can't believe it. What may have gone so quickly that he abandoned a two-time gold medalist in the Olympics to run, turning to the lady who shattered his heart? Before the whole society, the pride, the sorrow, the treachery, there is soap opera drama during the day, gets together heartbreak hand in hip-hop. We have all the sloppy detail. Don't move because of this. The tale has only just begun. The rumor mill blew up the following morning. A poor-quality video clip surfaced on the internet, displaying Papoose, leaving a glance at the Bronx gym. Red eyes head down, admirers are taken aback. Comments were whispered. He seemed devastated. One person tweeted, emotions were running high. The dude was written by someone. He seems to have lost his soul. Everybody, because within the gym, according to sources, the world champion is Claressa Shields. Recently issued titles for heavy divisions rushed in, faced Papoose, and issued a brutal command. You're not come on to my next battle, having your appearance confined to the past. So here we are. Got. Admirers believe Papoose simply left Claressa. Next. Sources near the scenario that was spoken into a reality TV detective. I caught him texting Remy. Yes, it's Remy Ma once more. Only a few months ago, Remy and Papoose were involved in social media conflict. Remy was made public. Shields is a narcissist, according to messages, and charged Papoose with treachery. Is now purportedly removing images of Claressa, refusing to attend her public events, and pleading with Remy to respond. Fans are in disbelief, like a hip-hop version of a daytime soap opera, the story of heartbreak. Let's go back. Only Six the Pooh shared that crazy picture months ago. The name of Picklers is tattooed underneath her chest immediately following her defense. Uncontested title. Everyone said that it was affection. She cleans and cooks. He gave her a call. Potential wife. His feelings were running high. The family appeared to be unified under a single spotlight. Then Remy stepped in. She disclosed their message. Shields was charged by Convo with putting newstails in order to create She Looks Awful. It all fell apart. A dot inside the altercation in the gym. References claim that Claressa was unkind. She was your choice. Poose's response. I'm not sure what I sense. Dramatic silence. Regret it. And someone was watching Claressa sneak out. Got it all on film. The video dissected like wildfire fans. Each painful stride, each quiet cry. Then it took place. The unimaginable. Late at night, a leaked text message appeared, confirmed by a leak account on social media. Remy can't get us off their mind. The person who sent it, Remy Ma, is the receiver of the Papoose. The internet has almost come. In the meantime, Claressa's camp was in disarray. Her public relations staff issued a statement. Claressa backed Papoose in and out of the ring. This split caught her off guard. However, insiders she was livid and felt played whispered. Claimed that she intended to reveal a new endeavor, such as a TV doc or even an LA cameo, but it was hindered by a shattered heart. And she fell quiet. Remy. Her social media accounts are vacant. Supporters claim that her family was split up. Some are encouraging her, while others are advising her to be resilient. Her daughter was trapped in the midst of chatter amongst strangers. She is processing, according to her close circle, but she hasn't replied since that SMS. There is a lot of drama. At that point, the tweet began. Papoose lacks courage. Claressa was too lenient. Remy will milk this for internet views. Turned into conflict. Like armies, fans picked sides. One defender of Claressa, she stood up for her life. She is worthy of genuine affection and additional supported Remy. Ray has been the monarch often ween since long before they were famous. A few stood up for Papoose. He's puzzled and lost. It's not strange to reveal emotions like this. The web was created by opposing viewpoints. Seemed to be a battlefield. Amid the mayhem, a covert audio recording was released from a tired-sounding backstage class following a news conference. A few seconds, Papoose whispers, "I'm not sure how to. Simply want to make this right, so please correct it." Fans may hear the audio sounding hurt and dejected, believed it to be confessions. According to some, it was. Others referred to it as an acknowledgement of guilt or apology. Near the source, according to the channel, Papoose is spiraling, postponing future collaborations, skipping interviews and even halting making changes to his DRO consultancy page. Vanished behind closed doors. Departing Claressa will bounce back in the public eye. Continues to win battles, she appears to be empty. The champions they typed sad. And then the most outrageous turn yet. A badly produced video appeared ostensibly during group treatment, a meeting in which Papoose acknowledges in a murmured, "I departed because I sensed confinement. I felt secure with Remy. I love Claressa, but I've never been able to get used to being in the personal ring life." Phrases such as daggers, treachery, emotional turmoil, pride, remorse. Claressa's squad shot, colliding together. Returning and charging Remy with psychological games were used, and she even planned a co-parenting session. Peace. Go to the same gym. She is aware of where to cause harm. According to insiders, Ray Shields' sister texted him, "You're not the enemy." "Tell her it's two," Shields retorted. Late. From that point on, the battlefield enlarged. Began to trend. Hashtag SRE. My hashtag Pap was lost. Claressa was played powerfully. Claressa supporters selected hashtag ChampChamp and Papoose's hashtag DMischief with Agra Huntress hashtag SC on LIC TED was yelled by fans. The harshest voices and the loveliest dot. The insiders who observed this breakdown, one unidentified videographer from backstage, said love has never looked so untidy, said a second PR specialist. This is rap theater at its finest. And right when the audience believed it, the messiest thing ever. The tabloids stated that Remy took a plane to Florida to see former acquaintances. Maybe to arrange her Shields was observed, signing as the next step. Head down, autograph after signature, eyes you would tear from your own heart, and Papoose is still missing. No communication, no replies. However, the game is not at all over. Each and every Instagram story, tweet, and the drama is increased by the mysterious post. Betrayal, remorse, emotional turmoil, and family split. Unanswered questions. While the dust attempted to quiet Papoose to calm down, it became deafening. Individuals who were previously the Ride or Die forum began to spin. Where is the loyalty? An old freestyle was submitted by one fan. Clip Claressa after Remy. Reality TV treatment is the next step. The streets weren't only conversing, they were screaming. Bloggers began assembling timelines as if it were a criminal. Scenario. Who lied? Who knew what? Loved first. Then suddenly, out of Claressa Shields goes living in a nowhere. Instagram no PR script, no filters. She seemed worn out, uncooked, and as like she had sufficient. Gazing into the camera and spoke for words that broke the... He informed me that the internet was open. Everything. Everybody got crazy. What's everything? She inhaled deeply. Informed me that his love for her remained constant. Informed me that he required a change, however, difference does not equate to better. Claimed that while he believed he was healed, he remained fractured, and he pulled me into his mess. She blinked and her voice broke. Difficult. I served as his diversion. Didn't even be aware that I was the rebound before I already cherished him. Quiet. In the comments. Thousands of admirers leaped, sending emojis of hearts, or others who type, "Leave him queen," even betraying Remy as if she had ripped the strings. However, Claressa did not return the clap. Claressa halted the clap without responding. "They can have each other," they said. "Live. I'm finished." Done didn't imply drama, since it's not even a whole day dash-free, subsequently. An audio message appeared on a rumor site purportedly supplied by Remy Ma. To the voice is that of her best buddy. "Definitely Remy, but I didn't ask for him. Back. I don't require somebody to beg at my feet. However, if you wish to get at the right and acknowledge what actually occurred that night, after which we may speak." Hold on, that what night was it? The internet captured what secret night was she referring about? Fire? About? Did the supporters feel betrayed? Unaware of? Was Claressa simply the surface of a more profound wound? Time, the location was reserved, and the ring was purchased. He even informed her mother. Portion melted. He intended to pop the question, and continues to text Remy. At this point, Claressa's pain made sense. Rhee's icy silence now felt justified. Fans asked questions that nobody wanted to answer. Response: was the idea halted by someone? Was it fear, guilt, or something Remy said? Anything caused him to pause. Mello continued to cite Papoose's attempts to maintain clinging to legacy and allegiance simultaneously moment, and that he was unable to release Remy as she was a component of his spirit. Yet Claressa gave him a new lease on life. I wanted to rework the most incriminating sentence. His romantic history, but he overlooked. The previous one was not completed. Fans began referring to this as hip-hop. ATELENOVELA. However, it was not entirely heartbreaking. According to several insiders, Papoose attempted to come clean. It is said that he wrote a letter to Claressa, handwritten and mailed. Took it to her gym in Detroit and pleaded with her not to divulge it. Regretfully, someone from the dot in the letter did just that. "I never meant to lie," he wrote. I wasn't sure how to let you know that some mornings I wake up anticipating her to be beside me. You brought me serenity. Required. But you arrived when I was kept bleeding." Supporters wept.
Oh.
Some dragged him harder while others forgave. Claressa, meanwhile, said nothing. Posts, just boxing, no clapbacks, just silent, no interviews. Remy, same. I warned him in a single loud brief tweet. Then the rumor of a reunion surfaced. Allegedly, Love and Hip Hop Production contacted each of the three parties, Papoose, Remy, and Claressa, for a limited edition reunion special for the series that would make the whole chronology of the truth. According to insiders, Remy chuckled and refused. Claressa's group requested complete Papoose and editorial control. He hasn't reacted. The streets are still speaking. Family remains apart, and fans don't understand who to blame, who to trust, or who will next speak. As the fans pleaded and rumors of a reunion circulated, to be clear, Remy Ma remained precisely where she flourishes in complete darkness, seeing everything as it happens. She hadn't pressed or said anything. It's to her personal group, but not to her admirers. However, no one was aware that she had been moving is simply not everyone's style, because in the background of the quiet, underneath the sarcastic tweets and the calls that were dropped, Remy was accumulating receipts, and then she appears. Unexpectedly on a private podcast. Those subtle, no-holds-barred websites shot in a Harlem basement. What fans were twirling, she added. "I'm not this story's villain," she added, gazing directly into the lens. "I'm not the victim as well, but someone has to say before these idiots change the truth." The presenter leaned in. The vibe was messy. Over him, what actually transpired with Claressa and Papoose? Remy grinned. "Lead to us both, but he's not simply it is a falsehood concerning love, business, devotion. In the evening he vanished, at which point jaws dropped." "On what evening?" the host inquired, attempting to remain composed. Remy's voice plummeted. "Evening he took off for Atlanta. That same evening, he informed me that he was with Mel. Mel, boom, at the studio. Dropped receipts. Airline verification." Check-in at the hotel. Same night, silently, Claressa Shields ran a charity. Supper in Atlanta without any cameras or media, only clothing and family. Friends includes the vacant seat next to her. Supporters connected the dots. Was that the evening he intended to pop the question? Did he see Hearn deceive both women by flying out? Remy, however, informed me he wasn't finished, was unsure of his desires, but he had them. He preferred that I wait in the dark. He experimented with something new, as in anyone's fallback option. The podcast, in only a few hours, it garnered millions of views. The hashtag Remy said it, and hashtag PAOS, Life I Twisted, began to gain popularity. Remy wasn't the irate ex all of a sudden, no more. She was the derided symbol with a narrative that was very logical, and just when admirers were taking in the shock of the claiming to be from Atlanta, Claressa shared a blackened tale in white that said, "Everything I real thought was practiced." Gently, sharp, aiming at the ribcage like a jab. After that, she shared a video of herself in the sparring in the ring with one of her hardest rivals as of yet. The caption reads, "I don't miss red flags or fists." The fans loved it. Up. However, after that, something that wasn't a fourth lady, which Remy noticed coming, joined the conversation. No, this isn't love. Square. Business was at stake here. A Sumline, a former Papoose helper T-Baby, released a 7-minute expose on TikTok, asserting that in addition to being Papoose's emotional timing is off, yet he was financial double-dealing. He pledged the two women's independent endeavors. Told Remy that she would launch a rebranding effort for a cosmetic brand. He informed Claressa that he'd assist with the executives Desirie's production. Told them both that they were important, but neither agreement was ever completed. This was T-Baby's final act. He was handling feelings such as he controlled music, attempting he neglected to remix his picture. "They are people, not characteristics." Odd. Was dropped by Mike, and after that video went viral, leaving followers unsure of what to no longer believe. Was Papoose a lost man? Conflicted about love? Was he a manipulator? Creating a legacy in silence off of two strong people's emotional labor? Ladies, Claressa maintained her composure, although expressing herself via her act. Remy became silent once more, abandoning the podcast as her sole assertion. However, after that, Papoose reappeared out of nowhere. Not on a podcast, not on social media, and not even in music. He appeared at a neighborhood gathering in Brooklyn in a black hoodie, sunglasses, and Loki on. He addressed young people in the area about establishing your voice. Additionally, midway through, he stopped speaking, removed. "His eye lost to Queens," he replied, wearing spectacles. "Attempting to establish my kingship." The audience was taken aback. Someone noticed the iPhone, and the video became viral on the internet. Didn't mention names, didn't apologize. Fans, however, could sense the passion in his voice. However, was it too late or too little? Remy shared the video again with only one caption: "The truth is unrestricted. Peace is not." Claressa remained silent once again. However, one of her team members shared a blurry Papoose's choice of engagement ring was purportedly purchased. In the backdrop, a garbage container. The meaning is obvious. Then the greatest twist appeared. Yet a fresh leak shared by an unidentified DAS account appears to have sent a direct message. Papoose's conversation with a close buddy only 2 days before the Atlanta travel. He states in the message, "I believe I'm about to commit the greatest error of not asking Claressa to marry me, releasing Remy of Remy." Supporters went into a complete breakdown. He acknowledged that he was still in love with Claressa, together with Remy. In addition, despite being aware of it, he continued to drag blogs jumped through the chaos. And everyone, according to one account, P. Papoose, broke the code. In addition to the loyalty code, the code of the adult man. Now the empire, his construction is collapsing. The family is still split. Some admirers want him and Remy to make amends. Others believe that Claressa ought to have never played a part. He needs therapy, according to some. According to some, he needs quiet. And the most outrageous aspect is that, according to rumors, the three of them are still under a contract with the same production business, referring to a 3-part reality. Television, there may be something spectacular in the works. Right now, a tale of love gone wrong, comeback that became remorse. Additionally, the one someone who could maintain the truth lurking amid the quiet. Additionally, exactly like that, more questions remain for us, rather than responses. Papoose was enmeshed in the emotional collision between two strong ladies that supported him at various portions of his life. He had one heritage. The other was his new beginning. And while attempting to balance both, he ultimately dropped everything. She's Remy Ma. She may have held her tongue for a minute. However, she did speak when she eventually did. The truth. She drew aside the curtain, revealed the chronology, and reminded everyone's reasons for admiring her in this game right from the start. But in the back of your mind, was the door still open for her? Him Shields, Claressa, the unbeaten accepted. Her heartbreak champ. Similar to a warrior, she never folded, stood tall, and demonstrated that love may have deceived her, but her intention never would. She claimed to be finished, but fans question if that chapter has truly ended or is only on hold. The admirers are still split. The family remains disorganized and under the industry's careful observation. Thus, presently, we look to you. What do you actually think? Papoose was a guy who was captured in a mental jumble, or was he joking? Both parties right from the beginning. Do you believe Remy should bring him back, or should Claressa? The one who is worthy? Leave a comment below with your opinions. We wish to hear everything. Remember too, if you've read this far, you probably like this video. For more, hit the subscribe button. Outrageous tales, shocking drama, and the facts they would rather you not know. And click the bell button to ensure you don't miss a spin, a twist, or a spill of tea. Up until stay dirty and woke the next time. And keep in mind that nothing in hip-hop or love is ever truly ended. We're out.